everyone in the comments section has been asking me to cover aerodrome because some Caspa content creators have been out there dropping alpha on it. The number one takeaway that I want you to gain from this video, because we're going to prove, not form an opinion, but we will actually prove aerodrome is a blatant golden parachute scam beyond any reasonable doubt. If this was a court of law, you are going to be the jury and you are going to, with ease, we have the smoking gun. This is a blatant rug pull. But the big takeaway that I want you to get here is everyone that's behind a camera is not an expert. And I think you guys know exactly who we're talking about. Then we're going to jump over into Caspa because they've got some exciting new ASICs that are about to release. As we know, June is the deadline for the 10 BPS upgrade to happen. Once the speed of the blockchain's up to 10 BPS, now we have an increased network strength because now they can make even faster, supercharged ASICs. And we've seen in a bull market when we're getting massive increase in hash rate over and over again, extreme spikes, even just recently with Bitcoin. After the Nord Stream 2 pipeline exploded, what did Russia do? They went to China, took all that natural gas, and they started running it into Bitcoin miners. Russia's now the number 2 biggest Bitcoin mining country in the entire world. This started skyrocketing the hash rate of Bitcoin. And thus, the mainstream media, almost as a matter of national security, was claiming that this was from some bank crisis. Channels like Data Dash and all these bears who kept saying, oh yeah, Bitcoin's going down to 13K. What they missed, the research that they did not do, because Data Dash did an amazing job in proving that the bank crash did not cause Bitcoin to start skyrocketing. And he's exactly right. He missed it was Russia. Russia becoming the world's second strongest mining power, increasing the hash rate. And what this does is it creates a term in economics known as price discovery. Now, erroneously in crypto, price discovery is often used to describe a new top. That's not what they mean in an economics class. It has more to do with supply and demand, and we'll touch base on that in a moment. First, let's start vetting aerodrome. Now, what we usually do is it takes about 90 minutes to do one fast. We have 24 different points that we go through using different sophisticated tools to find out if a project is an A tier, S tier, good to invest in. By the time we got through 2 checklists on aerodrome, we already found 3 enormous red flags. Let's read the white paper. They almost don't even have a real white paper on aerodrome. What are they trying to hide? That's the first thing that we should start taking warning to. Where's the white paper here? They're hiding something indefinitely, and what they're hiding is inside the tokenomics. Jumping over to this tool here, we're looking at a project called Smart Layer. You guys might have heard that this is going to be the new 100x project. They somehow got Mark Cuban's name tied into the project as well. But when we take a look at the token unlocks here, and this is why this tool is so powerful, because when you're reading through the white paper, they're always going to show the tokenomics with a different graph, with a different structure. Using this tool, when we start vetting through, let's just say GameFi projects for an example, because they're easy to understand, we put them side by side by side. And now we can start to actually rank these for strength of tokenomics. And we can see glaring scams. And the best way to point these out, how fast are the team getting paid? How fast are the VCs getting paid? Now, typically for a regular crypto projects, it's a year before the team or the VCs to get paid. In GameFi, it's 9 months. If it's kind of more of a weak tokenomics, it's 6 months. And if you see 4 months, 3 months, now you're realizing that these guys are just trying to get their money out of the project because it's a rug pull, pump and dump. Aerodrome is the only project, and I've done over 50 white papers in the past 30 days, the team is getting paid on day one. The team is right now pocketing money hand over fist. In fact, this tool, a lot like how they don't have a good white paper, they haven't even registered their project to show up on this tool because they know how blatantly it will stick out like a sore thumb that this is a massive rug pull. And I'm actually calling shame on all the content creators who are telling people that this is a good project, Do you have any idea what you're doing? And I'd love to see how your bag's performing over the past year, because I know for a fact it's doing absolutely terrible. And you have no business giving people advice on investing whatsoever. That's why we opened our Patreon group. It's cheaper than anybody else's. You get one-on-one access from me instantly. I enjoy making friends interested in cryptocurrency. DM me inside the Patreon. We have a full library, because as we make callouts, whether it's fundamental, like in this one, we're actually going through step 6 for everyone in the Patreon group right now. Or it's technical analysis, we can refer to that library. Back to step 6. We're going to jump over to this other tool. What this does is it's actually reading the code on the blockchain and finding out what's going on. This is impossible for retail to understand without our list of special tools. And what it's seeing is, guess what? Nobody, absolutely nobody is using Aerodrome. Nobody's staking their crypto on there. Nobody's using the platform. It's just a complete ghost platform. And again, this is because of the narrative. They're trying to be first in the door because there's some real projects that are going to offer completely new investment assets, like the entire GameFi sector as an ETF, like the Bitcoin dominant chart as an investing asset, and even more. These guys are about to come in the door. And what Aerodrome is trying to do is beat them in the punch and play off their hype. It's very important that you challenge people that are making points and make sure that they can stand their ground, because this is blatantly wrong. Kaspa's about to drop down new ASICs that are more than twice as powerful as the batch right now. This is going to indefinitely help raise the hash rate, just like Bitcoin we talked about with Russia. As the hash rate gets up there, it increases the network strength. And what it does is this concept, this supply and demand price discovery. The best metaphor for it would be an ice cream truck versus an ice cream stand. Now, they both have the same supply of ice cream, but the thing about the ice cream truck is they're limiting when you can get the supply to it. Thus, they force a greater demand, and it's going to be more expensive, but people will pay it in the ice cream truck versus the ice cream stand. Now, when you have an increase in hash rate, when you get these more powerful ASICs, now fewer hands are holding the emission schedule. If new ASICs come out that are 10x more powerful, it'll be 10 times less people holding the emission schedule. So even if they're all going to sell, and we went over this exact concept in the middle of the summer when Caspa was at the depth of the cup, because everyone was arguing that the ASICs increase in hash rate was going to cause the price to dump, and they didn't understand this from economics class. In fact, that's exactly wrong. Now, some other channels like Kaspa Silver were arguing, well, the ASICs are going to hodl, and that may very well be. But much more realistically is the mathematical calculations that when you split the assets into fewer hands, it thus creates this supply and demand price discovery, and the price of Caspa will go up. We've seen this on Bitcoin, KDA, Litecoin. When the hash rate is rising, specifically in a bull market, the candle is absolutely going to rocket with the hash rate. Thanks for checking out this video, guys. If you guys have experience in the stock market, but you're unfamiliar with crypto, if you're looking for just a quick double up over the next 120 days, if you want to see our S-tier GameFi pick, you want to learn technical analysis, you want to learn fundamental research, you want to chat with me about crypto online, hit up the Discord. It's the most friendly price of everybody, because my goal here, I've already got 300,000 in crypto. I'm going to be a multi-millionaire this year, is to shut down the kind of people that are doing these Aerodrome callouts, that are just filling new investors' head with completely wrong information. And we have completely, hands down, proved that Aerodrome is a golden parachute junk project. So thanks for checking out this video, and we'll catch you on the next one.